Good morning, YouTube. It is Thursday, January something, I have no idea, January 3rd, and today is my first day back at school, second day back for students. I am still not feeling 100%, but I really didn't want to miss another day. I really wanted to be back here with my kids, so I'm going to try to power through. I ate solid food for the first time today. I made one scrambled egg this morning, which is my normal breakfast anyway, and it is not sitting well. I do not feel well. I'm nauseous, but I think it'll stay down. I don't have that feeling like I'm going to throw up anymore, but I'm just not feeling great. I am currently using the new Keurig that my boyfriend bought me to brew a cup of tea just because I need something to power me through today. I did go to the gym this morning because I felt great when I woke up, but I am regretting that, like completely and totally regretting. But I'm gonna get some tea on real quick, and I want to show you the Christmas present my boyfriend's mom got me because I am just so completely in love with it, and I'm all smiles, like ear to ear because of it. So give me 1 second and I will show that to you. While my tea is brewing, I figured I would show you this beautiful rocking chair my boyfriend's mom picked up. She got it at I believe Goodwill or second-hand store, and I am just so completely in love with it. I just love how tall it is, but it's like still low to the ground, like my feet touch, and I'm just over the moon excited. This is my chair. No students will be sitting in this chair because I don't want it all scratched up. I do plan to refinish it maybe over the summer, but for right now it is perfect and exactly what I was looking for. Also, I was like desperately banking on a snow day today, so I probably stayed up a little later than I should have, but I would have loved another day to recover, but it really is coming down, and the road to school was absolutely awful this morning. The issue is that the town that our district office or our central office is located in is a little more, they don't get as much snow sometimes, and they have more resources as far as plows go. So this is the current condition outside my classroom window. But more importantly, I need some tea. For my lunch today, I just brought some chicken and rice soup that my boyfriend picked up for me on Tuesday when I was originally like super sick, but I have been too scared to eat it, so I brought it for lunch today, hoping that things will stay down. And today what we are doing is, because this is my first day back with them, their second day back, I still want to just build those relationships and kind of ease back into it while still going over like procedures and expectations and all that good stuff. So today we are doing welcome back task cards, and I'm going to be hanging these around the room. These are from Miss Fifth. I will link them in the description down below, but it's just welcome back written out, and each one has a different question. Like this one says, how do you feel about your first day back at school? And obviously it's going to be the second, but that's fine, they will deal. And then it just asks them to write the answers on this sheet. So that is what we're doing today. We are also doing, oh, there's still the printer. 1 second. I lied. I'm gonna have to reprint this because it printed wrong yet again because I love Adobe. Okay, so today we will be doing this Find a Friend Who activity, and I created this last night, and it's just find a friend that went to the mall, find a friend who watched football, find a friend who went snowboarding or skiing, find a friend who traveled out of state, find a friend who decorated cookies, who decorated gingerbread house, who had a party at their house, read a book, find a friend who went to, oh, I messed that up. I gotta fix that. Went to their grandparents' house that did not travel anywhere, got a really big surprise, tried new food, missed coming to school, went ice skating, ate too much food, spent an entire day in their pajamas, went to the movies, slept in late, rode a bike, and had a friend spend the night. So they're just gonna go around the classroom and ask their friends what they did over break, ask them, hey, did you do this? If they say no, they move on. If they say yes, then their friend signs the square. So that is something else that we're doing today. While they're at lunch, I am creating a procedures and expectations Kahoot, or maybe I'll do that while they're at gym actually. But I'm gonna create a procedures and expectations Kahoot. That way we can that way we can go over what I expect from them as far as our SOPs go, because we do push standard operating procedures. We don't call them that with students, we call them SOPs, and we really push those with kids. With that being said, I need to create a new SOP because we are now having breakfast in the classroom. Students used to have it in the gym before coming to our classroom, but unfortunately things are changing and they're now having it in the classroom. So I need to figure out an SOP that works for us. I'm gonna have to talk them through it and just see what works and what doesn't. So it may take a week or two before we get there, but it's something that I do need to think about. But some of our morning routines are the same. Like they need to come in, they need to order lunch. I need to record their breakfast that they bought or ordered and all of that stuff. So certain things are the same, but a couple things are going to change. I did use my Cricut and it got bent in my bag. I should have put it in a folder, but I did use my Cricut to create this. It's the daily schedule little vinyl for above where I put my schedule cards. Unfortunately, I did create this in the past and I may have showed it in a previous vlog. God, that snow was gorgeous. I'm sorry, like ADD, it's just so beautiful. I did create it, but it was with removable vinyl and it did not stick. This is permanent vinyl and it's outdoor vinyl, so it should last quite a while. So I'm gonna get that stuck up there, get our schedule redone for the day because it's completely different than it should be, and kind of get things ready. I have about a half hour before my students come in, and I think I'm gonna start creating our Kahoot. I need to get our Jolly Ranchers in my container. I go through a lot of candy. I do something called, and I'm sure I've mentioned this before, I do mystery trash, and that is where my students are asked to pick up the classroom, and I pick usually 1 to 3 items, and those items could be trash, classroom supply, or I mean anything, something that just needs to be put back where it goes, like as far as a chair or a table or anything like that. So usually 1 to 3, I don't tell them how many. And they keep going, and when they say, are we done? I say, do you think Miss Moro thinks the classroom is acceptable? If they say yes, then they are done. But oftentimes they'll be like, no, this isn't good enough. And I'm like, good, keep going. Like, go until you are proud of this classroom. So once they do that, then the students that picked the items get to pick from our candy bin. And I have like little treat size Milky Ways. There's Dum Dums in there, little treat size Hershey's, and my kids are big on hard candy, so I picked up some more Jolly Ranchers because we were getting pretty low, and they were a little bit sad about that, so I did pick those up. That way they are good to go. So I am going to finish getting ready. I'm just really sluggish today. I'm tired. My eyes still hurt, I think from the pressure of throwing up, and my ribs hurt. Just same thing, like the contracting. I'm not a peaceful throw-up person. Like, it sounds like, my dad has always said, like, it sounds like my body's having like an exorcism, because it's not pleasant. So I'm just, my whole body hurts. I am just physically exhausted. I slept for about 2.5 hours yesterday in the afternoon. Normally, if I sleep for even 5 minutes, my bedtime is thrown off by a good 3 to 4 hours. But not this morning. This morning, not last night, I still went to bed at like 8. So I'm gonna get this up on the board and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Hello, YouTube. It is currently 6:30 at night. Clearly, I am at home. I did not vlog for you after school, and that's because immediately as soon as kids left the room, sorry, my dogs get really excited when I get home. Immediately after school, I may vlog with my glasses off. I may vlog with my glasses off. I can't really see you guys. But anyway, so as soon as students were dismissed, my teacher bestie came in my room, and she knows that I vlog, but I just don't want to vlog while she's in there because it's our time to catch up and vent and blah, blah, blah. So as soon as she left, I had to leave because my boyfriend's son was playing basketball. Sorry, this got messed up and it's driving me crazy. He plays basketball and he was having a scrimmage at a school about a mile from my house. Now, a mile from my house, great, wonderful, dandy. The scrimmage was at 4:15 and I work 13 miles from my home. So I had to hurry home, let my dogs out, pick them up because I had his basketball sneakers in my car because my boyfriend's truck was stolen on Christmas Eve. So I had to do that and then pick them up and then go to the scrimmage and blah, 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 blah. So now I'm home and I realized that I kind of started this thing at my school where it's like Graphic Tee Friday. And I realized that I don't have one that I want to wear tomorrow and I now own a Cricut. So I am sitting here trying to design one that I wouldn't mind wearing tomorrow. Oh. I'm gonna show you what I just opened my Cricut and my boyfriend stuck a note in it that says I love you. Oh my god, I love this man. So I'm just gonna be like cheesing this entire vlog. God, he's so perfect. So hold on one second, I need to text him real quick. Alright, so sorry about that. I just had to text him that I love him and he's just the sweetest human on earth and God, he's so good to me. So anyway, I am sitting here trying to design a graphic tee and I'm just going to quickly show you my very lazy laid back setup. I mentioned previously that I am in the process of designing a she shed. I have a dry heated cottage in my backyard and my neighbors have one that's almost the exact same size and they've actually converted it into a guest cottage, like it's that large. So I'm in the process of converting it into a she shed because it also has a lean-to and I'm going to enclose that and that's where I'm going to put like my lawnmower and all of that good stuff. So until that is done this spring and summer, I'm kind of confined to my bedroom, as you can tell, when it comes to like office stuff. So in here I have my iMac and then I just have my Cricut set up on my desk now and I kind of have my printer on like an IKEA rolling cart and I make it work. It's not ideal, but it gets the job done and it works for what I need for now. But then in addition to this, also out in my living room is where I kind of work on my vlogs and my photography. So I do all of that on my MacBook Pro and then I do all of my schoolwork on my MacBook Air. So each computer kind of has like its own niche, like they each have their own thing that I use them for and that they just work for really well. I'm going to turn it around real quick and show you kind of what I do. So like I said, I have my iMac set up here and then I don't like wireless things, so I have wired mouse, which obviously isn't the iMac mouse. I don't care about that stuff. And then I have the wired keyboard and then I have my Cricut set up here. And being the Jersey girl that I am, I have my Wawa tea, which I brought back from New Jersey. And I have my Cricut here. Like I said, this isn't ideal, but it's getting me by until spring when I can get my she shed done. And then I have my iron for when I do my shirts. I love this screen because it is massive. I can work on anything that I need right on the screen. I don't have to worry about, oh, and isn't that beautiful? That is where I live. That is Rockland, Maine, and as it disappears. But that's a photo that I took of a sunset probably about 2 years ago. But it was a beautiful, beautiful evening. So anyway, focusing. So this is just kind of where I work in design space. And you can see that I have created quite a few stickers. This one is my car Instagram, and then this is a shirt I created. This is for my board, and then this is for my Hydro Flask because it is almost sticker bombed. But I have my Alaska one on there, and then I have this dog crazy one, which everyone thinks says Dig Crazy, and I get it. It does look like it, but anyway, I'm going to sit here and design a shirt. Hey, Bubs. Hi, handsome. Oh, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. This is the world's best dog. And the thing I love about people saying they have the world's best dog is that everyone says it and nobody's wrong. But he is the best dog ever. He turns 5 on Saturday. I've had him since he was 8 weeks old. He is my baby. He is such a mama's boy. If I even I live by myself. So when I say this, please don't judge me, but like, literally, if I shut the door when I go to my parents' house, I'll shut the door to pee and he cries because he's not used to it because we have an open door policy in my house because I live alone. But he is my baby. So, oh, you're such a good dog. You are. You're a good boy. But I'm gonna love on him and find a shirt that I want to wear, and I will catch up with you guys in a few. Good morning, YouTube. It is Friday, or Fry-yay, as I like to say, and I am at school. I am here, the earliest I've been here in quite a few weeks, actually. Why is this so overexposed? 1 second. So I'm here the earliest I've been here in a very long time. I overslept for the gym this morning. I normally get there at 5:30, but I have to pick my boyfriend up because of his whole truck situation at 5:25, and he texted me at 5:25, 5:35, and again at 5:45, and then at probably a couple minutes of 6, he finally called me and was like, "Are you okay?" Because I never oversleep. I don't even hit snooze on my alarm clock. If I hit snooze, you know it's not a good day. Sorry, I'm trying to take my rain boots off. I apparently somehow just completely shut my alarm off this morning. So, yeah, it's been one of those days. So I figured instead of going to the gym for a half hour, by the time I got dressed and actually got there and would have had to leave, it would have been like, yeah, it probably would have been about 30 minutes. But anyway, I figured instead of going, I would just come to school early because I'm giving kids assigned seats today. I am also doing some review. We're doing some growth mindset stuff. Just kind of easing back into the flow of things. But yeah, so I need to print some stuff off. I have a lot of emails I need to get back to because I don't reply to emails at home. I have decided that I am no longer working from home because I do enough when I'm here, and I get here early most days. So my hair looks atrocious today and I don't even care. So yeah, I just decided that I'm just not, unless it is pressing, I read them. So it's not like I'm ignoring my job. If it is important, if it's from a parent or something and it's important and it can't wait until the next day, I will respond. But if it can wait until the next day, it is waiting till the next day. And I have noticed that my parents have kind of like eased up a little bit in their expectations for immediate gratification when it comes to responses, because previously they were like, oh, well, she responds within like 3 to 5 minutes, because I'm sure I've told you guys, I used to do real estate. If you didn't reply to an email or a new listing or an expired listing or anything like that, they say within 2 minutes, you've lost the client. So I was trained to respond right away, and I am breaking that habit because I need a personal life. So I don't answer Class Dojo at home or emails at home unless they are pressing, unless they need to be answered immediately, or I just feel that it's something that I can reply within like 1 to 2 sentences. It won't take more than 3 minutes of my life. Sorry, I couldn't find my laptop, but I forgot that I started to pack my stuff to take it home yesterday, and then I remembered that I wasn't taking my work bag home yesterday because my boyfriend's son had a basketball game and I had stuff to do because, like I said, I have a personal life outside of school. Who would have thunk it? So anyway, today is Friday. Thank the heavens. I really don't look forward to weekends. I love my job. I love what I do. I love my school. I literally love everything about my life right now. But the issue is I am exhausted. I am getting over the stomach flu still. I'm tired. I'm run down. So if I may be completely honest, I am really looking forward to today being Friday, which is why my shirt says Fry-yay. But I'm going to sit here. My socks keep falling off. I'm going to sit here and try to get things prepped. Like I said, it's a review. We're doing growth mindset today. I'm going to rearrange their seats, but I'm going to do that once we come back from specials because they have breakfast in their room now in the morning, which is something that started immediately after Christmas break. So it started on Wednesday. Today is Friday. I don't want to completely ruin that routine. They have that down pretty well. They eat and they get right into morning circle. Like, I haven't even had to tell them that that is our SOP in the morning. They just do it. So I don't want to completely mess that up. So when they're in specials, because they go to specials first thing from 8:55 to 9:35, I'm going to write their name on their table in dry erase marker at their new spot. That way they can empty their current seat and move their stuff. So I'm gonna do that while they're in specials today. But like I said, today is just a review. I'm gonna print off some worksheets for ELA review. That's just conventions and grammar review. just major skills review that kind of spiral throughout the school year, or things that are going to be assessed this semester, and kind of just go from there. So I have talked your ear off for 7 minutes now. I'm going to go, and I will check in with you guys later. So my boyfriend's son is in 4th grade, and he played the 4th grade from my school yesterday. So I just left them this little note that just says you did great in your scrimmage yesterday, and you should all be very proud. Alright, so I went around and I wrote their name at their new seats, and then I just put some directions on the board just so they come in quietly, find your name, this is your new seat, move your belongings to your new seat, and then just a reminder to be kind and patient. If someone is in your spot, give them time to move or grab their things. And this isn't a punishment by any means. I just have some kids, they've all been together all of these years, so this isn't a means of punishment at all. I'm in the not so wimpy 5th grade teachers like Facebook group, and so many teachers get so much slack for having assigned seats in their classroom, and it's like, I understand they're in 5th grade, but not everyone does it for like control purposes. For me, it's simply a means for social growth. My kids have all been together since kindergarten, most of them, aside from 1 or 2 that are new to the district within the last couple of years. They've all been together all of these years. They have their friends. They don't branch out to new people, or because they're together so much, they just don't really get along. So for me, it's just a means of self-preservation for some of the kids that just don't have a way to stand up for themselves, and it's also a way of promoting new friendships. Like, some of these kids I know would get along really well if they just actually sat down and talked. So my kids, and I even told them, I said, you're getting assigned seats, and it's not a punishment. Like, I sat down, I talked to them. We have morning circle, which is like restorative justice, restorative circles type thing. So I flat out told them that they are getting assigned seats, and it's not a punishment. It's not to get them to stop talking. Yes, they're a chatty group, but I'm fine with that. They're in 5th grade, they're gonna chat. And aside from yesterday, they're not rude or disrespectful about it. So just before I get any backlash for having assigned seats for 5th graders, that is my reasoning. It's just for social growth, and I think my kids will really benefit from it. We are moving on to area and volume next. So this is just a pre-assessment, and I told them that they are getting pre-assessment. I'm very open and honest with my kids, and I told them that it absolutely does not count for a grade, but I need them to try their hardest because it just lets me know where I need to start teaching. Because I told them basically if they don't try and they act like they don't know any of this, they're going to be bored out of their mind when I have to sit and reteach it because it seems like nobody knows it. So I just pulled this from the internet. I think I Google searched volume pre-assessment, and this is one that I found, and then I have an area pre-assessment that I also found. So they're just going to do their best, and it is what it is. It is 4 pages. The first one is only 4 questions, and then the back is 6 questions and another 6. So it's not that many questions. They will be fine, but they're going to work on this, and then afterwards, and then after that, we are going to work on a growth mindset activity that I'm going to do, which I actually don't think I ever saved or printed that. And I think we're going to do that in like our morning circle formation. That way it's just like we're sitting and talking, and then I think later today we might do the actual activity that goes along with it. Or maybe I'll save that for Monday. I don't really know. So I'm going to sit and work on all of that. And I even told them it's just an easy, laid-back day. I'm just easing them back into being here, and I'm taking my hair out of this braid because it looks terrible. I'm just easing them back into being here, and yesterday we worked on some goal setting, and I think we're going to work on a little bit of more goal setting today, and we're just going to go from there. So I am going to fix my hot mess of hair, however you would say that. I'm going to fix my hair, and then I will let you know how the rest of today goes. Ooh, that's icy. Hey you guys, so I know this is the best angle, but I'm just gonna vlog for you guys while I get ready. Tonight is date night, and my boyfriend and I are going out, and so every month with the teachers, we normally do name that tune. However, due to things that I'm not even going to get into on YouTube, my boyfriend and I have decided to go on our own tonight. So, yeah, I am getting ready to go do that. So I am just home getting ready to go do that. Our reservation, I don't even know where my phone is. Be right back. Here where my phone is. And I also don't know what time it is. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 5:02 p.m.
5:02. So I have like an hour before I have to head to my boyfriend. So I've got plenty of time. My dogs are gonna go crazy. It is what it is. I was gonna curl my hair tonight, but I decided that I'm just gonna rock this stuff. But yeah, so I had a really great day today, and I had an observation. I think I actually know I told you guys this. I had an observation the week before Christmas, and I was slightly frustrated because my principal decided to observe the week before Christmas, and that's just cruel. Like, who does that to a new teacher? But it went really well. I didn't have any concerns. I mean, I was teaching regardless, and you know, it is what it is. But anyway, my 4th grade teacher, who's my teacher bestie, she had gotten her feedback, I think around the 30th or the 31st. I don't remember when exactly, but somewhere around there. And I was starting to get nervous because I haven't heard anything. Like literally nothing. I was just like, all right, like whatever. Apparently we have a lot we need to talk about, because she kind of talked to me about it after school in the hallway the day of, and I was just like, you know, it's fine. It is what it is. I'm not going to think about it over Christmas break, which I am proud to say that I did not. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which primer I need. I'm proud to say that I didn't think about it at all. So we talked, she popped in my room today to talk about something else that's to do with student council, and she was like, you know, since I'm here, I might as well tell you. She's like, I didn't upload your observation from 2 weeks ago. And I was like, oh boy, here we go. Like, you know, it didn't go well, and yada yada yada. Because I mean, I for being a new teacher, and I'm gonna toot my own horn here, I know in a sense I'm a good teacher. I have a lot to improve on. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I am saying that I am good at what I do, and I think that's why, I think it's more of my passion that makes me good at what I do. So she's like, I just didn't feel a need to upload any notes. And I was just kind of looked at her funny, like, okay, I'm not really sure where this conversation's going. And she was like, your lesson was great. She's like, I loved that the kids took ownership of the lesson, because they were teaching each other. So she was just basically like, I love that the kids took ownership of what they were doing. You know, they owned the lesson, which they did. Like I said, they were teaching each other. So it went really, really well. But I was still nervous because I love feedback. As an educator, I think we give kids feedback all the time to help them grow and learn. So we need feedback to grow and learn. So I was just kind of disappointed that she didn't have anything, but then she looked at me and she said, you know, you are doing really well. She said, I have nothing to add. She said, they were chatty, but that's to be expected. It's the week before Christmas. She's like, but I think you are doing everything great. She said, and I don't have any notes for you. And I was mind blown, like completely flabbergasted, mind blown that she had nothing to say, which is great. However, I find that hard to believe. I am a new teacher. There is always room for improvement, but you know, like I said, that is always nice to hear. But it has been a rough day. My kids were yelling at each other, which isn't like them, and my classroom is all about respect. And I had kids yelling at each other. I had kids like yelling at me, and I'm just like, listen, like that, you are in the wrong classroom for that. Like that is not gonna fly within these 4 walls. So it was just a day of them learning who was boss. So it was a rough Friday, but we made it through. We did a really great lesson with growth mindset, and I'm gonna tell you about it maybe next week. I got an Apple Pencil for Christmas, and yeah, so for my lesson, I ended up, yeah, I wiped my makeup on my towels. That's why bleach is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So yeah, I did my lesson all on my Apple iPad. I had it projected up on my TV, and it went really well. I wrote down what they were saying, and it was just nice They were just sitting wherever they wanted. I was sitting in a rocking chair. Like, it was just the most chill growth mindset lesson you could ever imagine. It was, honestly, it was just about perfect. It was just what we needed, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful lesson. And like I said, I'm really pleased with how it went. I can't imagine it going any better, but it was really a great day, aside from my kids yelling at each other. And I cannot do my makeup today to save my life. That's actually not bad now that I've wiped it off. So yeah, I am not a makeup person. Makeup is not my thing. I grew up on sports cars and sports. So if it didn't have an engine or it didn't involve sweating and running around the court, like, I wanted nothing to do with it. But it's funny because I'm actually like a crazy girly girl, but just makeup's never really been my thing. I've always had a ton of it, but I've never known how to do it. Well, that's not true. My mom used to model, and my great-grandmother used to model, and they taught me how to, well, my mom taught me how to do makeup because her mom taught her, but it's just not something that, like, I've ever really done. Like, I've always worn eyeliner and mascara whenever I left the house, especially in high school, but it's just, I don't know, it wasn't really ever my thing per se. So yeah, I'm not a makeup person. So if you're watching me, like, what on earth is she doing? I don't know. If you don't know, I don't know either. I just do what works, and that's okay. It works for me. May not work for you, but it works for me. I think I'm going to end this vlog off here. Unless you guys just want to watch me do my makeup some more, which if that's the case, I have stuff on my hands, so I can't actually stop this video. So I'm just gonna talk to you guys and just chat. I can't tell if I like it or not. And I also can't, my teeth are really yellow. I started drinking tea and coffee again in the mornings after giving it up for like 2 weeks. So my teeth are starting to yellow again, which is really sad. Alright, that's gonna have to work. I'm not really sure that I love it, but it is what it is. But yeah, today overall was a decent day. Had room for improvement, and like I said, like, my kids were yelling at each other today, and I mean, like, stop, you're annoying, like, I can't even tell you, like, you're not the boss of me, which, granted, I do have one student who insists that she is in charge. I mean, she will tell other kids to stop talking, and she will sit there and say, no, you're doing this wrong, and I'm just like, honey, I appreciate the fact that you want to help kids, and I know she means it from a good place in her heart. Like, she's really not trying to be bossy. She really is trying to help her peers. But, like, I nicely try to explain to her that nobody wants to work with her because of how bossy she actually is with them. And all of that stuff, and it's hard to get her to understand, and I'm very thankful that her mom is as supportive as she is, because her mom understands, and her mom tells me, like, if she has any issues, please let me know. And we had it before Christmas to a point where it was controllable. It still happened, but I mean, we could deal with it. It was fine. Like, you know, it wasn't an issue, and now it's an issue because nobody wants to work with her. Like, no child in my class wants to work with this girl, and it's a shame because she is bright. Since I'm doing this, this isn't really a get ready with me at all, but since I am doing this, people ask me in some videos and stuff how my hair is so shiny. A couple of things. First and foremost, I have not colored my hair in 3 years. So for the first time since 3rd grade, this is my natural color. Normally I had blonde in my hair of some sort. This is, like I said, completely natural hair. There is zero color in this at all whatsoever, which is not like me. I have been coloring my hair since 3rd grade. My sister died. My sister's 10 years older than I am, so she dyed her hair, and little sister wanted to dye her hair, so my mom let me put some streaks in my hair, and it was all downhill from there. My 5th grade birthday present was my sister taking me to a hairdresser, and I got highlights for the first time, and it was just game over. So I have very natural hair. That's it. I get it cut every 6 to 8 weeks. However, that's a lie because I haven't got it cut since June. So 6 to 8 weeks or 6 to 8 months, one of the two. Don't take me for hair direction or makeup direction or fashion. Like, honestly, not the person to go to. But I will say this stuff, if you can see this, this is Nourishing Coconut Oil. This stuff is amazing. It's a weightless hydrating oil mist. I don't have naturally oily hair. However, certain products make my hair look oily just because it is so naturally like shiny. I don't know if you can see it, but it is natural. It does have a decent sheen to it. So certain products make my hair look more oily than it is. This stuff, it hydrates, it makes it shinier, and I've noticed that it kind of sort of helps kind of keep down the static, because in Maine, static on your hair is just insane. However, because it is an oil, I do try to keep it away from my part just so that my hair lasts a little bit longer without having to wash it. So I usually just kind of spritz under here and then just the bulk of it like down in this area. So this is all I do, and I just kind of run my fingers through it, and that is it. It is done. I don't wear tight clothing at all, and it's not like a she's approved thing at all whatsoever. I used to wear very, very tight revealing clothing when I was younger. However, in my early 20s and through most of my mid to somewhat late 20s, I was morbidly obese. I weighed almost 400 pounds, and I just got used to wearing whatever fit. Now that I've lost over 200 pounds, I don't have, like, my arms, I have a lot of loose skin. My midsection, I have a lot of loose skin. So I wear very flowy things. So I'm going to quickly show you what I'm wearing in the mirror, because this is typical attire. Like, if you see a lot of my vlogs, if I show you my outfits, which is rare, you will see that I rarely ever have anything even remotely like showy or revealing. So this is what I'm wearing today. Like I said, this top is from Nordstrom Rack, and I have it in a pink, and it's just very flowy. And then these pants are from Macy's. These I got on clearance. They were like, they're high-rise pants. They were like $80 pants, and I got them for, I think, $8. So I was really excited about that. And like I said, the shirt is very flowy, which I like because I carry a lot of loose skin in my arms and my midsection. This is something I have never revealed on camera, but I'm gonna show you guys. So I have been going to the gym a lot, but loose skin, unfortunately, is a very unfortunate reality of losing a lot of weight. However, I would choose to have loose skin than be unhealthy and obese any day. And I carry a lot in my midsection. I do have a flat stomach, however, because of loose skin, I don't. And it's just the nature of the beast. And I will take this any day over being obese and unhealthy. I was miserable. I was in physical pain every day. So I will deal with this any single day of the week. I am going to go. I'm going to end this vlog off here. Thank you so much for watching and for all of your support and for letting me talk to you while I got ready, because I have lived by myself and I have no one to talk to. So if you guys like this vlog, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. I know it's a little bit different than I normally do, but thank you for sticking with me if you have watched to this point. If you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit subscribe and just do it up. It really helps me out. And if you have any questions, comments, makeup tips, anything, please drop it in the comments down below. I love interacting with you guys and learning so much about all of you, and I look forward to doing more content for you guys in the future.